What is the Pythagorean theorem? The Pythagorean theorem is a formula that allows us to find the length for any side of a right triangle as long as we know the length of the other two sides. But how does this actually work? First, let's review the theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. In this equation, c is the hypotenuse, which is always the longest side of the right triangle. Here's an example. This is what's called the 3, 4, 5 right triangle. Let's solve for c, the hypotenuse. 3 squared, or 3 times 3, is 9. 4 squared is 16. 9 plus 16 equals 25, but 25 is c squared, not c, our missing variable. The square root of 25 is 5, so c must equal 5. Now let's see where the equation comes from. The key to the algebraic representation of the formula is that a squared literally means a is being made into a square instead of just a line. In other words, a one-dimensional side length is multiplied by itself and could be thought of as a two-dimensional square, which, as we know, has an area of length times width, which in the case of a square is simply the same value, thus a squared. Now let's do a visual geometric proof. When we do this equation, it's as if there's a square by each side of the triangle. By the side that equals 3, we have a 3 by 3 square. A 3 by 3 square means that we have an area of 9. We can represent this area as boxes on a grid. By the side that equals 4, we have a 4 by 4 square and 16 boxes. So we add them together, and again, that's 25. But how do we get from here to solving for the hypotenuse? Well, we know that if we combine the first two boxes, they will fit into the third one. Watch. Therefore, our third square box must have 25 little boxes, and then its length must be the square root of 25. 5. This means the triangle is nothing more than empty space between carefully arranged and stacked boxes. And you can think of the triangle as really not being there at all. Instead, we have a box, another box, and a third box whose area is equal to the area of the first two combined. Like Neo says in The Matrix, there is no spoon. Here, there is no triangle. You need to subscribe to the channel that I'd advise you. It's Coburn Classroom.
Follow Dr. Plourde online at soundcloud.com/ProfessorLyrical.